We're live. I did a thingy. We're here. You want to start again?
Oh my god.
No,
Let's just go with it.
Okay. Yeah. How you doing today?
Hi, loser. Hello, this is our first podcast.
Oh yeah, we should actually do an intro and everything. This is gonna be.
This is our intro. This is perfect because it's keeping their expectations low.
Yeah, because I don't know.
So they can be surprised later. You know.
When we actually get everything done.
Yeah.
And we have a studio instead of
I imagine our first 2,000 podcasts will not be watched, but eventually, if we put enough videos out, eventually maybe we'll get 100 subscribers on YouTube. Maybe.
If you put enough garbage in,
yeah,
the sheep will follow.
Yeah, it's all about quantity, really. Quantity has a quality all its own. I believe Napoleon said that.
Speaking of quantity, I keep burping because I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Speaking of quantity, YouTube has a new thing now. Speaking of our first podcast, speaking of channels, speaking of subscribers, if you have less than 1,000 subscribers and you don't have 4,000, I think it's 4,000 hours of watch time per month,
you're labeled a fag?
No, yes. and they can't make money.
Oh, you can't make money?
Yeah, you can't monetize your videos if you don't have those requirements met.
Well, I think it's fucked up that they can put ads on your video no matter what you do.
Yeah,
they'll put ads on your video and they'll make money off of your content, and you don't get anything from it. And then they'll flag video. If a video gets flagged, they'll keep the ads on it and they'll make money, but they won't give any to you because you got flagged. But they'll still keep ads on it and make money from it.
Flagged is inappropriate and they restrict your video. They'll still run ads, but they get the money from it.
It's so fucking stupid. Did they on it? I feel like this business model they have going is not going to work out. I mean, YouTube.
Well, where are we supposed to go?
Well, YouTube is so mainstream that it's kind of like the video game industry. There's so many people buying these fucking games that are complete garbage that they put out half finished and just we'll fix it later. Or we'll never fix it. We'll just keep saying we'll fix it, and then eventually we'll hope everybody forgets.
The YouTube, the YouTube algorithm. That doesn't make any sense. It's you'll hear YouTubers like the video, bell it, subscribe, share, comment. We don't know how the algorithm works, so do all of those things.
Yeah. Well,
and also rewatch the video. Also, if you want to get into animations, good luck, because you're just screwed because animations are short. And you need 4,000 hours of watch time per month to make money.
How the fuck can you do that?
Well, no, people get years of watch time per month. It's how many people watch your videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4,000 hours.
I thought
total.
You meant 4,000 hours of video. I'm
no.
Holy shit.
No, you gotta.
I don't think that's possible. Is that?
You're gonna be making a lot of.
You have to come back in a time machine.
Oh yeah, I should get my water.
You gotta clone yourself. I'm drinking sweet tea. You know the kind in the gallon jugs that you buy from Dollar General. I love it.
You're disgusting.
I love it. I love that tea. It gives me headaches though for some reason. I don't understand why.
Maybe it's all the shit they put in it, and your body is trying to tell you you're retarded.
Probably stop drinking this. Holy shit! This is poison.
You're gonna kill yourself. I drink water.
Basically, YouTube right now is basically just fucking over all the content creators and just trying to milk as much money out of it as possible. They're basically like EA, where they just use a bunch of shitty business practices because they think they're too big to fail.
Well, they are too big to fail.
They almost are because of all And I guess I'm
one
one to talk because I watch YouTube all the time, so I'm one to talk, but everybody watches YouTube and they're probably not going to stop. It would have to be really bad for YouTube to stop. In order for it's not really on the viewers though. It's on the content creators. Now I'm not saying I'm not talking shit or anything. I'm just saying if the content creators want to fuck YouTube, right? If they want to punish YouTube for all, or just get away from YouTube or let them know that they're not happy, they need to just go to another video making platform. And as soon as they move to another platform, as soon as a bunch of like big content creators do and they stop making videos for YouTube, that's when YouTube will die. If everybody just follows them over, if they like take all their videos from YouTube and just upload them on a different platform and say, hey, we're just moving here.
Well, didn't they
tell all
try
the subscribers we're doing that, and then some people probably won't go over, but I bet if you have a lot of dedicated fans, they will. And if one big guy does it, then everybody else. Yeah, everybody's gonna start doing it, and eventually YouTube will die. I hope so. I want YouTube to die.
You're so
as we're putting videos on YouTube, as we're making a podcast for YouTube. I hope YouTube dies.
Well, not just
because
YouTube.
I'll just take this video and we'll put it on the new website. That's not cancer like YouTube is.
Yeah, we're gonna get like 3 views on it. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I hope. My goal is that we get 10 views on this video that aren't our own.
Yeah, that aren't our own. They're just random people.
Yeah, they're
not our family members.
Right.
and
Grandma made a new podcast. No, like 10 random neckbeards that were just surfing the web because they're alone.
Yeah, I'm so sad.
We're here for you.
Why can't girls see the sensitive side?
No, I'm a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. I deserve some puss, all right?
Have you seen those like text message pictures, like those memes where it's like, "Hey there, beautiful," and then like she says, "Sorry, not interested," and he's like, "I was so nice to you, you whore."
I'm going to kill you and take your eyeballs.
I said to a girl like last night. It was I was talking to her and I said no, I'm cheesy and weird.
Uh-huh.
So I said I cut a portrait I cut a portrait of you into my eyeballs.
That's great.
I'm not kidding. I said that.
Dude, I think I'm gonna attract a lot of people to a podcast just from my laugh.
We'll have a little
my laugh
track.
is the craziest fucking thing in the world. I can't help it. It's not forced.
We'll be.
People think my laugh is fake. It's fucking not. It's really. It's just bad. It's just bad.
No, but you should use that if you're talking to someone, right? And
yeah.
And we're just friends. I wasn't using it to actually flirt, but if I was, it's Niagara Falls down there.
Yeah. I keep pictures of you in my closet.
I look at them under black lights.
Yeah. While I'm wearing a skin tight
leather suit.
Yeah.
It's got like a little. It's got
hyperventilating. Dude, there's a guy I watch on YouTube. I showed you one of his videos. He basically talks like he does a lot of videos about the old UFC and shit.
Oh yeah, is he the guy that's like
rock.
I'm gonna?
And he does like a lot of weird shit in his videos. He just puts it in. It's like he does comedy, but the comedy is kind of like smart guy comedy. It's kind of like comedy, but it's like dry comedy. What do you call that? Like basically they're not like.
I think it's just called dry comedy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like where so. It doesn't. Like, you don't realize, it's almost like sarcastic comedy, kind of like, and you don't realize, it's like a, what's the word? I feel like an idiot right now.
Slapstick? No, not slapstick.
No, definitely not. It's literally the opposite of that.
Yeah, slapstick is like, ha.
Slapstick is the dumb comedy where it's like, yeah, this is funny. Look at this, it's funny.
Yeah, like Tommy Boy?
Yeah, something like that. Basically all the old 80s, basically comedy movies until they started making damn it, when did they really start making comedy movies that were just like that weren't the like slapstick bullshit?
Well, there's always slapstick stuff around. It's still like a prevalent form of comedy,
but eventually it switched. It was like because now you got like Pineapple Express and all that. Or I'm out of the loop because I don't really watch a lot of new comedy movies.
The Disaster. Wait, is it Disaster Artist? the new one. We watched The Room, and they made like 3 weeks after we watched The Room together. They made a documentary comedy movie about The Room.
Yeah,
it's out. Like James Franco plays as Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, but basically, those James.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Those James Franco type movies, or Seth Rogen and all that.
Well, Seth Rogen's kind of slapstick because he.
Yeah, there's some of that.
Like it's all really hyperbolic.
They're moving away from it, and they're making it more about sex and drugs and shit. Like.
Well, would you say that's more like culture?
Yeah.
Comedy. But
it's moving away from the slapstick, and it's moving more into just. Other shit. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I shouldn't be talking about this because I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either. But okay. I think Seth Rogen movies are really slapstick, just in a smarter way. Like they have smart humor in it, like really funny jokes.
Yeah, like I guess more
like The Green Hornet. Did you watch that movie?
Yeah,
it was a good movie. But
and it was
so slapstick. It was a parody of superhero movies, and. I think that's the difference.
Apparently, people hated that movie. I thought it was okay.
I mean, it was really good.
And that was just like some random movie I watched like maybe once, and I just remember it as being an okay movie. Like,
it wasn't his best at all. But
maybe I'm thinking more like Hangover, but The Hangover also has slapstick shit in it. So maybe I'm just being an idiot.
Yeah, like the giraffe. When they're in the truck. And then the giraffe dies.
But I guess it's not like. I guess it's kind of more violent slapstick comedy where people are getting like killed. I guess.
I have no idea.
That counts.
I have no idea.
But they moved away, and it's like more of like a 50-50 thing. I guess maybe I was full of shit a minute ago. Maybe there is still slapstick, but it's like. There's a lot more violent slapstick comedy where it's like people dying and shit.
What did you put?
Which is kind of fucked up that we think it's funny, but I mean,
I love violent stuff. That's why I love Tarantino.
Yeah, the over the top violence. It's really an art form.
You gotta be good.
Sometimes it's dumb, but sometimes it's good.
What did you put in that coffee? AIDS?
No.
I feel like I'm gonna
Ebola.
like.
I put Ebola. I'm going to show you the way.
Don't do that. Why?
I'll show you the way.
Show you the way to Ebola.
Dude, I think. I wonder if Francis Ngannou is gonna show Stipe Miocic the way.
What a good segue.
Yep, exactly.
We have a paper. It's a script.
Yeah.
It's a script. It's all scripted. Okay.
Not really though. We literally wrote down.
We only wrote 2 names and weights.
We wrote down their weight because we were gonna talk about it, and we wanted to remember their exact weight so we don't sound like idiots. Like I think he's like 260 something.
Like 265, and he's like 2.
Because that was a point we were gonna talk about. But basically, so
we're watching that tomorrow.
So I think I know more. Like not to be a dick, but I think I know more about MMA than you do, Isaac.
Well, yeah.
You're kind of new to it.
I don't know anything.
You're kind of new to it.
I didn't know who.
Probably the first pay-per-view fight you ever saw was Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather.
No, that's what got me into it. Because I knew about.
Now it's boxing.
I knew about Conor and I knew about Floyd Mayweather because I'm not uncultured, right? So I had passions going into that one, and then I watched Michael Bisping and George St. Pierre, which I've seen some George St. Pierre fights, and that was a really good fight.
A really good card, though. There's so many awesome fucking fights in that.
Oh no, the Boogie Woman!
I am the Boogie Woman!
And then she gets. I
can't believe nobody talks about that. That was hilarious.
She got knocked out, didn't she?
Yeah, she got knocked out second round. I think she actually tapped from getting punched.
Probably.
Which, I'd probably tap if my head was getting pounded in. I mean, I don't like... I box, so I get punched in the face a lot. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It sucks, but I like boxing. I like the thrill of having... the thrill of maybe possibly getting punched in the face. I'm a lot better now. But when I first started, I would get my ass kicked, dude. But anyways, maybe I'll talk about that at a later date. But we're talking about UFC.
We should talk about that after March, when you actually have your first time in the ring. Is it the ring? Do they call it the ring? Is that the thing?
The squared. It's the squared circle.
The squared circle. It's the octagon, but minus 4 sides.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Yeah,
okay, so
I'll be there eventually.
Okay,
I'm working on my grappling.
Okay, there was on this new MMA card. There's 2 fighters. One of them happens to be the light heavyweight champion of the world, right?
Well, yeah, there's two big fights. Everybody else, I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Oh, no, the card is terrible except for the main bouts.
Yeah, because I don't know who they are. Maybe they're really great fighters. I just don't know because, like, I don't know. Like, I just look for guys that are, like, huge superstars, and I watch their fights. I got UFC Fight Pass, which, like, it's really cool if you just like to watch fights, like, because that's what I do. I just like to watch fights. Even if I know who the winner is, I'll still want to watch it just because I like watching fights. That's
like before we watched George St. Pierre kick the shit out of Michael Bisping. We watched Anderson Silva.
Yeah, we watched him versus Anderson Silva, and we watched how like the decision was really shitty because obviously Anderson Silva beat the shit out of Michael Bisping, and I almost think that Anderson Silva dominated the fight more than Bisping. I don't know how he got that decision. But...
He knocked him. He literally like kicked him in the chin.
No, he kneed him in the chin against the cage.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you'd say, well, like he was looking at the ref because his mouthpiece was falling out. Well, I mean, you're not supposed to do that shit. You're just supposed to fight. I mean, if it falls out, you have to wait for the ref to stop it. You can't be stop it.
Yeah, he was pointing at it like,
yeah,
hey,
just leaving himself open. I mean, you can't do that.
It was dumb. Also,
so like, I mean, I mean, he made a poor decision. He got clipped, even though it's like, even though it's a sport. I mean, you still gotta stay on your game. You can't just be like, hey, time out.
Hey, stop! My mouthpiece fell out. Okay, so.
That could have got his teeth fucked up too, because he didn't have the mouthpiece in.
And then he got he.
That was the worst time to get fucking kneed in the head, in the jaw. But anyway, yeah, we saw him get that shitty decision.
Yeah, he won apparently.
Yeah.
And then that made the whole George St. Pierre putting him in a chokehold and choking him out that much better.
Even though I think GSP's a cool guy though. I like GSP. Or I mean, sorry, Bisping. I like GSP too, but I think Bisping's a cool guy. He's funny.
Oh, I love GSP.
He's really good at shit talking. But he's like it seems like English guys, like a lot of them are really sarcastic and it's really funny. Like that's their kind of comedy. They'll be really sarcastic, like because we know a little British boy, you know.
Yeah,
his name's Lyndon. We play games with him on the computer.
On the Pooter games?
Yeah, on the PC, and we play games. Anyway, it's weird because English people, their sarcasm, like they just talk normal.
Yeah,
they don't give any cues.
Americans are like, meh. They have that tone of voice, but British people, they just kind of go in. They just go in. They're just like, yeah.
You can almost tell with Bisping though, because like he talks at like. You can I feel like you can kind of tell he's bullshitting, although maybe he's not bullshitting, maybe he does mean it, but it seems like he's just bullshitting just to hype up fights and stuff and just to entertain.
Well, there's more British people who have like a mastery of the English language, if that makes sense, because they're just, I mean, one, they made it, and then two, I mean, they have like this really rich culture and like this. I don't know. They're more cultured than Americans are. Americans are kind of like Australians. We're fairly new. We're figuring it out.
Well, I think it's I like his style too. He goes around. He's going for that bad boy role. He's like walking around with a fucking leather jacket and shades and shit. He's being all fucking sarcastic, like, yeah, you fucking loser. But anyways,
that was the worst British accent.
Well, that wasn't a British accent. I was doing like a Boston thing.
Yeah, but he's not.
I was just joking. All right, I wasn't trying to be English. All right, I can't do an English accent, so I just went for like a Boston accent.
Okay,
I'm just
you talk because I don't know anything about this.
Okay, well, who do you think's gonna win?
Well,
oh yeah, we were. Okay, hold on. Let me go back because we completely skipped over. We were talking about the card.
Yeah, the card.
There's a bunch of people we don't know. Like, I don't even know them, and I follow MMA kind of closely. Like, but basically, I look for the big fights, the guys that I already know, and I like to watch fighting, you know? Like, I like to watch their fights. That's who I normally follow. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, there's some Russian guy. Ozdemir or whatever. He's fighting Daniel Cormier, DC for short. I guess I'm kind of excited for that fight because I like DC. He's a cool guy. I haven't watched a lot of his fights yet. I should probably queue him up and watch some of them because he just slams people and destroys them. Like, I've seen clips. I've seen him fight a few people. Like, I saw his fight with Alexander Gustafsson and both his John Jones fights and stuff, which were really good. It's really exciting to watch DC fight. I think you just got to get. He just keeps pressing forward. You know what I mean? And I'm stuttering a lot. You just go. But anyway,
you should like talk to me more and not talk to them.
Yeah, like, cause I stare off into space.
We're having
but it's weird staring into your eyes while I'm talking. Because normally we don't look at each other when we talk. Cause we're always talking.
We talk on Discord.
We talk on Discord while we play video games.
Or we talk in the car.
Yeah.
That's why I said we should film this in the car.
Yeah.
With lavalier mics.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the quality would be kind of shitty though.
Probably.
Well, anyway.
Is it right now? Probably.
Yeah.
It would just be more interesting, but it would be shit. It would still be shit.
Well, anyway, you got that fight, which I think DC is gonna win. Although I haven't watched any of the Russian guys' fights. Excuse me. But I think
Daniel
DC's.
Cormier.
Daniel Cormier.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, he just smashes people. He doesn't have the attributes that John Jones does.
I saw clips and he was throwing people.
He's not this Russian guy is not John Jones, you know. He doesn't have the long-ass arms. Which doesn't mean he doesn't have a chance, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like he kicked everybody's ass in the lightweight, or kicked a bunch of people's asses in the light heavyweight division, but it seems like the light heavyweight division's just, like, kind of falling off. Like, I know there's Alexander Gustafsson, there's DC, and then there's John Jones, and then, like, I guess there's also Ovince St. Preux. He's pretty good, I guess. And then I think Anthony Rumble Johnson, did he fight in the light heavyweight?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. I haven't even watched any of Anthony's fights, actually.
Know any
it was,
of
like,
that.
back before I got super heavy into MMA. Like, but anyway. So, I don't know. I think DC's probably going to smash him. But I'll probably root for the Russian guy just because it'll be exciting. It's exciting to root for the underdog. Because DC smashed everybody except for John Jones. And he gave John Jones a run for his money. Like, he gave him a challenge. Kind of like Alexander Gustafsson. A lot of people are saying John Jones was, like, not healthy in that fight, and that's why Alexander Gustafsson almost beat him. But I don't know. I think Alexander Gustafsson is really good. So I think it was just I don't know. I don't know enough about that. Maybe I should shut up. But yeah. Then there's Francis and Stipe, which is the big fight that I really want to see. Yeah, that's all in one card.
It's all one card. That is really cool.
Well, yeah, the press conference.
No, I know the press conference. They were all there. So I naturally assumed.
Let me give you context. We were watching the press conference for UFC 220.
We also watched the weigh-ins.
Yeah, because we wanted to get excited. But
anyway. I'm kind of excited because I think Stipe. I fucking knew that.
Yeah,
Stipe. I think Stipe is gonna win.
Look at the paper. Stipe.
Stipe. Is it Stipe or is it?
His name's weird. Like
Stipe.
If you're just reading it from somewhere, like you're like, how do I say this? Stipe Miocic. I don't. But yeah, Stipe Miocic. I think he's beaten a lot of guys. He has a lot more experience. He's gone the distance a lot more than Francis has. I don't think Francis has ever gone the distance. Pretty sure he hasn't even got out of the second round before.
No, it's because he just connects
not even
with
the
him
first
and
round.
Bam! He kills him.
I don't even think he got out of the first round. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Is that up?
Oh, can you look it up?
Okay, here let me
go ahead and look it up.
Tech guy.
That'll be perfect because we can, because I'll probably just fill the dead air, while we're talking with footage from something, and then when we're going to look something up, I'll just leave that footage on there.
Okay, let me look at this.
Francis Ngannou, has he made it out of the? Look up his fight. Just look him up on Wikipedia. You can check out his record. because I'm pretty sure he hasn't even gone out of the first round before. I'm pretty sure he's just had a huge knockout streak. Which Stipe's also on a knockout streak. He's gotten 4 knockouts in a row against like really high level guys that have been around for a long time.
I don't think I spelled his
Stipe's
name right.
definitely has knockout power. He's definitely a very competent fighter, very experienced. He has the cardio. He definitely has the 5-round cardio.
Well, it's because he's
There's so many things we know about Stipe. That's why I think it's kind of weird that everybody thinks Ngannou's gonna win, just because he does have the world record punch, and he is a fucking beast. Like, he's just knocking people out left and right, fucking in the first round, I believe.
Okay, here's a UFC fight profile. You might want to get around here. Sorry if the audio quality sucks. We're gonna fix that in the later episodes of the podcast, because that's something I'm really concerned about. We have a room in there that sounds echoey as hell, but it's empty, and we're going to fill it with shit, and it's going to sound great eventually. But right now, this is what we're working with. Don't complain. All right? His record. Summary: fast, strong, and smart. This is great.
Well, no, you can look at...
Okay, total attempted strikes, 177. Types of successful strikes. I'm trying to
just look it up on Wikipedia, because they have all the go down, keep going. Yeah, he'll have his record, mixed martial arts record, right there. You'll say what round he ended
only
people.
only round 1 and 2.
Okay, so he's never gone past round 2.
Yeah, he's never gone past round 2, and I think Stipe's
gone past round. Stipe's gone round 5 a few times.
Yeah,
sure.
He's
beaten knockout artists before. Although I think I think Ngannou's pretty technical. Like, he's not just some dumb brawler that just throws his hands and just tries to knock you out, kind of like a country boy Roy Nelson. Of course, I don't think Roy Nelson was that bad of a, like, it's not like he wasn't at all technical, but
Roy Nelson was out of shape. And that one ticket that we watched with GSP in it, Roy Nelson was fighting, and he got the shit beat out of him.
Roy Nelson?
The trucker guy?
No, that was
John. No, I can't remember what his name was.
Johnny Hendricks.
Johnny Hendricks. Okay,
I'm talking about somebody else. I'm talking about a heavyweight. He was a heavyweight fighter.
He was
basically just a fat guy. He was just a fat guy, and he has a beard and shit. He doesn't fight for the UFC anymore. I don't know. I think he lost a few times. They moved to another organization or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what happened. But yeah, he was just a big fat guy, and he just knocked people out with haymakers all the time. But he got beat by Stipe, though. And, yeah. But I guess that shows that technique always wins out over raw power. That's part of the reason why I kind of want Stipe to win, because like, he has more experience. I think he's probably more technical than Ngannou is. That's why I want Stipe. That's part of the reason why I want Stipe to win.
Yeah, but Ngannou, he doesn't look like an idiot. He looks like he's at least, pragmatic about it. He feels like he's gonna strategize.
Yeah, he's like, and he's pretty confident. Although he came out of that press conference looking like he had been drinking or he's doing coke. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it looked like he had like massive bags under his eyes. Right?
He's probably just tired. I imagine that's what it was.
No, he did like 3 lines of coke. He did a bumble, I guess.
He's training 24/7. He's just fueling himself with cocaine
and G fuel.
Yeah, he's like, I can't lose to this big motherfucker.
He's like snorting like protein and coke like mixed together.
Yeah, he just slept it off today, and he came back to the weigh-ins. He's like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Imagine the hangover though.
Yeah, just suck. Doing coke for a few weeks just to get ready, just so you can train 24/7. God.
Cocaine is weird.
Yeah.
It makes you paranoid, and then like you could get a nosebleed. I know a girl at my school who did cocaine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. She is crazy. She's cool. Me and her are friends. She's pretty awesome, but she's done like every drug under the book. Almost every drug.
Are you sure she's not bullshitting?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure she's a very honest person.
Hmm.
Or at least she has that demeanor about her.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't flaunt it. Her stories have a lot of detail, and when people are lying, they lack that sort of detail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And no, but she was talking she did coke once. She told me, and it made her nose bleed, and she got like really paranoid. She hated it.
Mm.
So why do people like cocaine? I wonder.
I don't know. I don't like drugs. I don't plan on ever taking any drugs. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, okay?
I got a contact high once. That felt pretty nice. But besides that, I'm squeaky clean.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
If it was legal though.
Yeah. But anyway,
I actually want to know. I know that cocaine messes with your neurotransmitters, but I'm gonna look at the symptoms or the effects of cocaine while you talk. Don't whistle. God damn it.
I can't even whistle right now. I'm too anxious.
Why are you anxious?
Because I want to whistle. When you want to whistle, you can't whistle. Or at least
the truth
when I
about
whistle,
cocaine, blow, flake, sniff, Charlie, Snow. Those are some names of. Okay, well, this is a foundation for a drug-free world, so I don't think this is gonna be okay.
Well, anyway, yeah, I feel like Stipe's probably more technical. He does have knockout power. He's only 20 pounds lighter than Ngannou. He's not really that much smaller. I mean, when you look at the different, like, when you watch the promo and you see the different clips, it's almost like they make it look like Stipe's a lot smaller than Ngannou, but really they're about the same size.
Actually,
you saw them at the weigh-in and they're standing across from each other. They're almost identical.
Francis weighs 263 pounds, and Miocic only weighs 246 pounds.
Yeah,
so they're only 20 pounds. Like
like 20 pounds apart.
More or less 20 pounds apart.
Which that's quite a bit, but it's not insane. It's not that bad, really, much of a difference. But the big thing with Ngannou is just his punching power. Because that's the big deal about weight, is the more weight you have on you, the more your punches hurt. And we know that for a fact that Ngannou has crazy fucking world record punching power. He could probably knock out anybody in the world with one punch. So, I don't know. But if Stipe can avoid getting that big uppercut that Alistair Overeem did, which I don't know if you heard about that.
Nope.
Well, it doesn't matter. People probably know what I'm talking about.
The 3 neck beards.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably do. Anyway. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, his punching power. He knocked out Alistair Overeem, one uppercut punch, and Alistair's also very technical. But he was beaten by Stipe. Alistair was also knocked out in the first round by Stipe Miocic as well, so it's not like I feel like everybody thinks that, oh yeah, Ngannou's got it for sure, but they don't realize that Stipe also has crazy knockout power. It's almost like they're hyping it up to act like Ngannou's just this fucking beast that's just going to go in and destroy him, and I don't think it's going to be that much of a downhill slide. I don't think he's really been challenged. I don't think Ngannou's been challenged as much as Stipe has, and he doesn't have as much experience, so that's going to be X factor for Stipe. But you never know. He might land that lucky punch and knock his ass out. Who knows?
It's kind of a toss-up.
You know what would be crazy is if Stipe knocks Ngannou out, because I feel like this fight's going to go either two ways. One, Stipe's going to get knocked out in the first or second round, probably. But if it doesn't, like, I think Ngannou's going to lose steam by the third round and Stipe's going to take a decision. I think that's how it's going to go. Like, if either of them going to win. It'd be crazy if Stipe actually got Ngannou with a knockout. Which he could. I mean, he's not all that much bigger. He's just a man. He can be knocked out. He can be knocked unconscious just as well as he can knock other people unconscious. And Stipe has that knockout power, so But everybody's just dismissing it just because Ngannou's got the hardest punch in the world. I mean, it does. If both guys, I don't know if Stipe has that one punch knockout power, but I don't know.
He could.
I feel like he might be technical enough to land more hits.
Speaking of,
he can definitely end guys in the first round. He's done it before, so who knows? Maybe. I don't see Stipe going after it, though. I feel like he's going to try to grapple or something to shut down his striking. That's what Alistair Overeem did, and he got caught. And you don't know about that, but I'm sure listeners maybe.
I don't know anything about this. Okay, but cocaine, I do know a few things about. You want to know why I know? Because I looked it up on the internet. Drugabuse.gov tells me this, and also a few other websites that are less, biased probably. Here, what are the short-term effects of cocaine use? Cocaine's effects appear almost immediately after a single dose and disappear within a few minutes to an hour. So it's either like you're really high for 3 minutes or you're really high for 30 minutes.
Right, or you're kind of high for 30 minutes.
Or you're kind of high. Small amounts of cocaine usually make the user feel euphoric, energetic, talkative, mentally alert, and hypersensitive to sight, sound, and touch. The drug can also temporarily decrease the need for food and sleep. Some users find that cocaine helps them perform some simple physical and intellectual tasks more quickly. That's probably why actors use it. Although others experience the opposite effects. So you're either retarded or you're Einstein on coke.
Oh, wow.
I like cocaine.
Yeah, but I guess we'll see if I guess we can see if Ngannou, gets the win for Uganda.
Uganda. I think he's Ethiopian.
He's going to show him the way.
Because during the weigh-in, it was
I can't remember. He's from some weird
Brazil.
Country. No, he's not from Brazil. No. He's from Africa. Somewhere in
Kenya?
Africa.
No. All the flags look the same. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they do. All the flags look the same, but I think he's from some country in Africa, but it's some weird sounding one that nobody knows.
Like Mozambique?
I'm just talking about the Uganda meme.
That meme's dead.
The knuckle meme.
All right. Do you not follow meme economy? It's dead.
It exploded in a week. Like I just heard it like a week ago because I started watching those VR compilations of people in VR chat. Which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a game that was made for virtual reality. The headset and like the little hand controllers where you move your hands around and stuff. Basically, VR chat's a game made for that, and you can just be any random avatar character and just go around and interact with people. And there's just a stupid little meme that's running around from there. Like, there's a lot of goofy shit that happens, I guess, on VR chat, and that's one of the memes that came out of it, just people fucking around.
Well, the Uganda meme was the Ugandan Knuckles. I mean, not Chuckles. Knuckles.
Knuckles.
From Sonic. Of course, this came from Sonic. Yeah.
From Sonic.
From Sonic. This came from Sonic. And it was like, do you know the way? And then a bunch of people started memeing on, the internet as they do. And now it's, do you know the way? It's iconic.
Do you know the way?
Isn't that weird that, like, memes spread faster than news stories?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's literally, I just heard it a week ago, and then it exploded, and I saw it fucking everywhere. It's on Facebook. It's, like, in every other video I watch. God.
And then a good Washington Post article, like, gets maybe 1,000 people interested. Like, feature stories are going downhill, like, on viewership and stuff, or, like, publications in the New York Times.
No one gives a shit. They just want to see funny memes.
Or they want to see, like, crazy stuff.
It's the New World Order.
They're making your kids stupider.
Yeah, it's a new world order. They're taking over the world. Cybernetic vampires.
I wonder if, like, the average, like, views on news publications have gone down since YouTube and since I don't really know. Like, over this, like, the existence of the internet, I bet newspaper subscriptions or any, like, magazine subscriptions have gone down.
No doubt.
Because it's all internet.
Obviously, it would.
Most people get their news from like people like Philip DeFranco.
Most people get their news from fucking Facebook. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's gross. Because people are on crack all the time. Mm-hmm. By crack, I mean like the internet. That nobody wants to take the time to read about something. They just kind of like, this article looks nice. Oh man, Trump is killing babies. and then we have.
They don't even read the article. They just see the cover. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Trump like holding a baby, and there's like a Photoshop dinner plate.
This is gonna be a tasty meal.
I'm gonna be young again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be young again.
That's
Maybe this is what Keanu Reeves is doing.
Oh, I told you that story about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
One of my teachers told me that Keanu Reeves went to a big Hollywood party, right? And he was going in the fridge to get a drink. I don't know if Hollywood fridges are always like this, but coincidentally, he was looking for the Sunny D, and he found some babies instead, right? So, what the fuck? Of course, I mean, dead mutilated babies, right? Yeah. They looked like meatloaf.
Not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at the fucking ridiculousness of the story.
I'm laughing at it. No, like picture meatloaf, but the cuts are of like a baby. It's like they're all spread out, you know?
Oh yeah, it's like slices, like a cake. I wonder if they did it like kind of like triangles, like
the triangle sandwiches. They got like a baby face, like on the sandwich. That'd be amazing.
It's ridiculous.
But, so obviously he reacts just like any normal person would react if you saw dead babies in somebody's face.
He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?
What's going on with these dead babies?
Why is there dead babies in here?"
Yeah, and then the host of the house is like, "Oh yeah."
Wait, no, it'd be like more like this, like, "Why is there dead babies in here?
Who's responsible for this?"
I can't do his voice. He's like, "Guns, lots of guns." What's that impression? Oh my god. Some people can just do really good Keanu Reeves impressions. I can't do it. It's like kind of like a skater, surfboard guy.
Can you do any good impressions?
I can't. Maybe I can do a good Russian. I can do decent. It probably sounds like shit over the microphone, but it sounds good to me.
Ooh, it sounds good to my ears.
I can do that.
So he says to the host.
I cannot do Irish. I wish I could do Irish.
So he says to the host.
Now it kind of sounds like Muslim. Now I kind of sound like a Muslim.
You have ADD. Listen to me. So he says to the host, "Hey, you have a bunch of dead..."
That was kind of racist. No, I kind of sound like a Middle Easterner.
Shut up.
Not a Muslim, because not all Muslims talk like that. You can be a white guy from Mississippi and be a Muslim.
Nation of Islam. Okay. So the Keanu Reeves goes to the host and he's like, "Why is there a bunch of dead babies in your refrigerator?" And then the host says, "Well, we kill them and we mutilate them while they're alive so that there's a lot of adrenaline in the blood. And when there's adrenaline in the baby blood, that's the best high you can get, apparently." And then I don't know where she heard. I don't know where.
Yeah, this is all a story from like his teacher, who's like,
one of my teachers.
Weird.
Yeah.
She thinks the world's flat or something like that.
Oh, totally. No, she might be right though, because I'm actually
the world's flat?
No, not the world's flat. She's wrong about that. But she might be right about this story in the sense that this might happen in Hollywood. I don't know if this story is actually remotely close to true about the Keanu Reeves thing. But anyway, the end of the story is he leaves the house, and apparently she said he's leaving Hollywood, which he's filming other movies, so he hasn't left Hollywood.
Yeah,
but
they're making John Wick 3.
No, but I think she's right in the sense that, okay, you had this whole Harvey Weinstein stuff going on. And he was the founder of the Weinstein Company.
Weinstein.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
The Wienerstein.
He was the founder. Oh wait, he was the founder of the Weinstein Company, and then you see so many actors such as him. He was more of a director and also like more of an entrepreneur, and so many other actors being accused of sexual assault and stuff like that. And you see, and also like Kevin Spacey molesting little boys, and because he was molested as a little boy, and like it's this huge pedophile ring going on, and it doesn't surprise me because Hollywood is like this think tank, and it's very exclusive to society. So
people have been talking about it all the time, especially Alex Jones. Alex Jones has been talking about it forever.
I'm pretty sure
the Hollywood pedophiles, they're taking down America. There are a bunch of cybernetic vampires molesting kids. Yeah,
they're
he's
eating,
been talking
but
about
they
it for
might.
a long time.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise
Not
me.
everything that Alex Jones says is fucking stupid and untrue. He does actually say shit that's real.
The back of my neck. I've been leaning. Ah. Okay. But,
He does actually say shit that's real.
But I'm not.
Sometimes he does say a lot of fake shit too, though. He apologizes for some fake shit, but other fake shit he doesn't explain. He's just like, I was right.
But Hollywood stars might be eating babies.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's believable.
They're definitely fucking kids. That's probably most likely.
Some of them.
Going to be
there's
dead.
a lot of a majority.
I
I think a majority of actors don't even know what's going on.
Probably not, but I bet there's that inner circle
like
and all
the
the
Hollywood
directors
elite,
and
like the
shit.
directors and the screenwriters and the major like
The
corporations
people who
and stuff.
control it. Yeah.
The people who control what goes in and outside of Hollywood, I think they're messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Hollywood. I like movies, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
do
they're
we know
fucked in
these
the head.
people? Do we actually know? Like, who knew about Harvey Weinstein or Weinstein?
Probably a lot of people. I bet a bunch of those people knew. Have you
Well,
seen?
I mean,
you know, it's funny. You
No,
see all
Oprah
these
knew
people
about
who
Harvey
are talking
Weinstein.
shit about Trump, and they're all getting caught, like saying that he's like a sexual deviant, and then they're all getting caught, fucking hanging out with Harvey Weinstein.
Well, no, I mean, like, how many people of the general public, besides seeing that logo, the Weinstein Company, who really knew about the Weinsteins?
I don't know.
No, I mean, in the general American public, not the cinema
Oh, the
lovers.
general. Okay.
Probably not a lot of people.
No.
So they're really good at keeping a low-ish profile, right? At least in the general public. Now,
Okay, so
cinema lovers
nobody-
probably know who this guy is.
Yeah, nobody really knows who the fuck he is. They just, they see that company like, they make movies.
Yeah. So, like, nobody really knows what they're doing in the Hollywood Hills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a lot of good song verses about the Hollywood Hills. I love it.
Yeah.
And also Ty Lopez.
Wait,
He's driving around in the Hollywood Hills.
Okay. Oh wait, do you think all these songs have secret messages like about kid fucking and eating babies?
I think that there's such thing as protest music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? How like artists will they'll have not secret messages, but they'll have, more hidden messages in their music, talking about like this is what's going on. Right? Like System of a Down. I think it's System of a Down, isn't it? That made Chop Suey.
Yeah.
Wake up. A little makeup. I love that song, but
I don't like it.
yeah, I know.
I don't like System of a Down. I feel like they're overrated. But that's just me. That's just my taste. I don't like it. Nah, man, I'm cultured. I like music. I just don't like System of a Down. I don't like. It's just not my forte. I mean, it's not like I hate them. It's not like I want to kill them because their music sucks. I just don't like it.
I want to blow up Lady Gaga. I want to bomb her.
Oh my god, you're already sending out death threats.
Yeah. This is my soapbox now. I'm gonna send death threats all I want.
I'm gonna talk about killing a bunch of people in this podcast.
I want to kill James Franco. I want to kill Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's a great
I love Bill
comedian.
Burr. He's making a new comedy special, I think. Like
I hope he
late
is.
2017 or something.
I hope
like that.
he is.
It's soon. Have you heard Tom Segura?
No, I haven't.
What after the pod?
Like you keep telling me to go watch him, and I just never get around to it.
He has a new comedy special out this year. It came out like a couple.
Damn it! If I
days
get
ago.
a new comedian that I like, then I have to go back into Joe Rogan's podcasts and watch all the podcasts that has Tom Segura in it.
Oh, there's a couple. There's like 3, I think. I'm not.
Tom's like I've been listening to all of Joe Rogan's old podcasts. Right, I told you about that.
Yeah.
And I see Tom Segura's in a lot of them. But I just watch ones with people that I want to listen to. So like people that I know, that I know about, not know in person. I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't know these people.
We live in the Midwest.
I'm 20 years old. I'm just some retard.
I'm 17.
That lives in the Midwest.
I'm in the Midwest. I'm not in the Hollywood Hills, but I'm in the country hills.
But anyway,
Where the corn grows deep.
But yeah, I watch a lot of the podcasts with Joey Diaz in it. I watch a lot of podcasts with Eddie Bravo because a lot of the time I think Eddie Bravo is funny. He's cool. He talks about jiu-jitsu. He's kind of like a legend in jiu-jitsu.
Flat earther, baby.
I'm pretty sure everybody that does jiu-jitsu knows about Eddie Bravo.
Probably. He's like iconic.
People who don't know jiu-jitsu, people that don't do jiu-jitsu know about Eddie Bravo.
I don't know jiu-jitsu. I just know he thinks the earth is flat.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think Eddie Bravo is cool. I listen to a lot of the podcasts with him in it. I watch a lot of the podcasts with MMA fighters in it because I like that. I really like Joe Rogan's new podcast series. It's specifically just about MMA.
Yeah, because I was tired about hearing about MMA. So I'm glad that he shoved it into its own thing.
But he's still gonna be talking about MMA in the normal podcast though, so it's just more MMA. You should watch it so you can get more educated about MMA, Isaac.
I'd rather get educated about Russian cannibals.
Oh yeah, we saw that one video.
Speaking of which, segue.
Because I'm tired. You shoved it in.
I shoved it in so hard.
Yeah.
I think we should call it statutory rape.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for it. That was really bad. I'm allowed to make the super inappropriate jokes now. I have my own soapbox. Okay? Black Dolphin. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say Black Dolphin. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the words Black Dolphin?
Maybe think about...
No, just okay, we're going to do the psychology thing where I say a word and you say the very first thing that comes to mind. All right, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Dog.
Pause?
Cat.
Dog.
Water.
Drink. Cup.
House. Very first thing that comes to mind. Just stop.
My house. These so stupid fucking answers. I've been hitting the head too much, people.
Black Dolphin.
Interracial porn.
Okay, so here's what I think about when I hear Black Dolphin. I think of a high security Russian prison bordering Kazakhstan that holds 700 Kazakhstan that holds 700 of Russia's most notorious criminals. One of them being a cannibal. We were watching a documentary over it. I forced it down your throat.
Isn't there a bunch of Russian guys that are cannibals, though? I'm pretty sure I've seen a bunch of different news stories about cannibals in Russia.
Okay,
Russian people just love eating people. I mean...
Russians are uncivilized. Some of them, not all of them. Just Russians who live in Russia, they seem to be insane.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're locked out of the rest of the world. They have posters of Putin riding a bear.
Yeah.
And they think he's God. I sacrifice you to Putin. And then they eat people.
Yeah.
But this guy, he got drunk and he came home from a party. And the guy in his apartment complex like, hey, you got a light? And he's like, hey, do you have a light? And they got in a tussle.
Uh-huh.
And then he killed the guy, the cannibal. And he's like, what else was I supposed to do? So he took him in his bathroom, took all his clothes off, cut him to bits. I wonder what he did with the genitals. Because he was laughing a lot when he was telling the story. So maybe he probably, I mean, well, just tell the rest. Okay, and then he boiled some of the thigh meat and ate it, and he didn't like it, and then he fried it and gave it to one of his friends. He gave it.
That's what he did to the genitals.
Oh God, dang it! No, and then he said it was like kangaroo meat or something like that. Something stupid. I don't know how they caught him if he gave the body out to different people to eat. And then the wife of his friend made dumplings with it and fed it.
She ate the penis.
She ate it and then fed those dumplings that are made out of human flesh to her kids. Well, they didn't know.
You got to get rid of the body somehow, Isaac.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're judging this guy. How else is he supposed to get rid of the fucking body? All right. What would you do in that situation? You'd go to jail just because you beat some guy up?
I would. I'd be like, hey, listen.
And cut him up in your bathtub?
I wouldn't cut him up in my bathtub.
Wait, so you'd kill a guy and not cut him up in your bathtub? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's because I'm not mentally ill. Like at that point, my brain would be like, "Oh, I'm going to jail for a very long time." Also,
well,
I'm in Russia.
At that point, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm out of here." I mean, I don't even know this guy. They're not gonna know I killed him. I mean, isn't that what serial killers do? They just kill people they don't know, and then they never get caught because the only way they catch people is when they kill people they know, because
serial killers,
they become a suspect.
Yeah, because anyone that you have a connection with, you're obviously a suspect. Like if you got murdered, they would interview me, right? Because we're friends. Yeah. Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. But okay, so serial killers have this weird thing about them. They usually catch them because of the type of person that they kill. Like the Zodiac killer was into like blonde-haired girls, I think. Oh. Wasn't it? Okay, let me look that up.
I thought they never found Ted Cruz.
They he was never tried.
They never got Ted Cruz.
Who did the Zodiac target? 1 second. Oh my gosh.
You got a time on the video? We should write down, when we look shit up, we should write down times so I can go back in editing and find those points. So I can make sure, like, we should keep a notepad so I can go back and be like, all right, this is where it is, and then I cut, because I'm probably going to cut footage of something in. So if you see a bunch of, like, video games playing in the background, that's just filler.
It is.
Shit to look at while we're talking.
Because we're cool like that.
And don't worry, we're not going to be like one of those assholes that just like plays the same 10-minute loop over and over again. Because do you ever notice that? You see it like the guy makes a video and then you realize that the background game is just the same 5-minute loop just playing back over and over again.
And you want to die.
You're like, what the fuck?
Wait, here.
I know what you're doing, asshole. I wonder what game I should be playing in the background.
Do like a few different games. Do like Total War Warhammer. Do like
I'll do games I want to play, man.
Okay, fine.
Fuck you, alright?
Wait, what?
By the time this video gets put up, I mean, UFC 220 is already going to be over with, but, you know, whatever, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see who wins.
Yeah.
It'll
be interesting to hear what we thought about it beforehand. Maybe my prediction will be right. Maybe Ngannou gets gassed. Maybe Stipe actually knocks Ngannou out instead. Which will be crazy. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. I love the build-up like this, you know what I mean? So fucking built up, and they made such an epic promo. They had like, didn't they have like Keith David do the promo? Because it sounds like Keith David. Sorry about my whistling.
Fill the air real quick. I'm reading something on the Zodiac.
Alright, I'll fill it.
Oh, kill yourself.
I can't do whistling on command. I have to be relaxed. I just learned how to whistle, just a couple weeks ago. I'm 20 years old. I just learned how to whistle because I never learned. And I finally was like, all right, I want to be able to whistle. So I just started working at it. And at first I just kind of sound like trying to whistle. But then I eventually got to like that. So I can do even louder, but that was just me trying to relax. Like, if I try to make myself whistle, it's like weird. Like, I just can't. But if I just relax, I'm just doing it casually, I can whistle pretty loud.
Okay, so
can't force a whistle.
Apparently, there was no rhyme or reason to the Zodiac killer's killings.
Oh, they couldn't figure it out.
Well, no, he sent letters to newspapers and stuff and cryptograms that he claimed to that were his identity, and only 4 of them have been figured out. Out of the 15, was it, that he oh no, it was 4 cryptograms and only 1 was solved, and that one that was solved had a really disturbing message, apparently. and it didn't include his identity. Even though the Zodiac claimed that the cryptograms included his identity, he would write.
Maybe all of them do. Maybe you have to have all of them, and then that reveals what his identity
that's
is.
That's cool. That I think this case. I think if this case
maybe
was
that was
really
maybe
cool.
that was the second one, and it was the E in the Ted Cruz.
Nice. No, Ted Cruz.
No, it would be like I am Ted Cruz. How many cryptograms did he send out?
4.
4?
Moron.
4?
Yeah, 4.
So it's just Cruz.
It's just Cruz.
So
wait,
it'd
no,
be like
Cruz has
R.
5 letters.
It does? So wait,
no, it's more than 5.
He's gonna kill again then. It's just gonna be his last name, Cruz, but you're gonna know who it is.
Oh no, Cruz isn't spelled like Cruz. It's spelled like Cruz, like with a Z. C-R-U-Z. So actually,
yeah,
that's who it is. 4 cryptograms, 4 letters in the last name. Ted Cruz. Cruz.
We knew it.
Look at him.
Why did people think it was Ted Cruz?
Well, it was a meme, I think. Actually, I'm gonna look on Wikipedia to see if they have anything on.
Didn't he say something funny like
education?
Did they have the Zodiac Killer shit in there? Could possibly be the Zodiac Killer. That'd be great if they had that section in Wikipedia.
I really hope there is one.
May possibly be the Zodiac Killer.
Maybe there's like a meme history on it.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz, know your meme. Ted Cruz, know your meme.
Okay. Lots of silence.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to research. I don't know why. I don't know why they made him the Zodiac Killer. I think it was because of a public appearance he had.
Yeah.
Where he was, they said like, "What's your favorite cereal?" And he said like, "Well, I don't really have a favorite cereal. I have a favorite serial killer."
Oh.
And that was like that tipped off the whole like Illuminati meme
stuff.
stuff.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't really know.
That's fucking weird though. Like, I have a favorite serial killer. That's so fucking weird. Why would you say that?
He might be the Zodiac Killer.
I feel like he was just trying to like
be relatable. I guess.
Yeah, he was just trying to fill
funny.
dead air. He was just trying to fill dead air, and it just came out awkward. Which I've had those moments before. I don't want to talk about him because it's cringy, but you know.
Let's huddle together for warmth.
Yeah. Well, that was I was just joking there.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you really?
I was. That was all a meme.
Okay.
I was joking.
Okay.
Right? No, I didn't say that to Isaac. Okay.
Oh,
just to confirm.
No, he.
I said that to a girl.
Yeah, you. Ugh.
She thought it was creepy, but I was just joking. Women don't. I don't think women get sarcastic. Or I don't think women get sarcasm.
Some do when you're not being creepy.
Some do, yeah, but I don't think they get sarcasm, man. I think men are better at sarcasm.
Oh, I'm not. I'm good at lying, but I'm not good at sarcasm.
You're good at you just do like the English guy sarcasm, where you just you talk normal. Like,
yeah, you guys don't.
No, I don't.
You don't understand my sarcasm, and you think I'm mad at you all the time.
Yeah.
And then I actually get mad at you because I'm like, I'm joking.
Well, because a lot of the times you sound exactly the same when you're doing sarcasm. Like you'll be mad, and you sound it. Like, I don't know when you're serious. Sometimes you'll actually be mad, and I'll think you're memeing, and then sometimes I think you're memeing, and you're actually mad.
You'll never know.
Yeah. But yeah, I said that to some bitch. I'm definitely, don't come to me for dating advice because I'm just kind of trying to figure it out right now. I'm just kind of wading through.
We're fat and we're alone.
I'm just testing it.
Other than him, he's a boxer. I'm fat and alone.
I'm just trying to. I just test the waters. You know what I mean? I just do weird shit and see if it works. Because there's nobody that'll really tell you how to get chicks.
Well, there's no like set method. Everybody's different. Like I hate the videos where it's like how to pick up chicks.
This is what you gotta do. You gotta not be a loser. That's what you gotta do. You fucking loser.
No, people like when you do that, you have like this whole generalization about women, and women are just like people. Right?
Yeah, they're just like people. Don't worry, we're not saying they're people. We're saying they're just like people.
No. Okay, yeah.
Don't call us idiots, all right?
It sounded wrong. But no, they are people, and they're all different. They have different tastes. They have different desires.
They're just like dudes, almost, right?
Well, yeah, but
it's like they're almost human.
Yeah, I know. And then guys make it awkward.
Dude,
and then
would be so mad.
And then no, guys make it awkward by pretending that women are like a whole other sapien.
Yeah, the whole other species. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're the one who's making it seem that way. Just be yourself. It's like the law of attraction. Who you are is what you attract.
And you gotta believe that you almost have to pretend that she likes you. I think, right?
Well, that's confident thinking. That's a part of it.
You gotta be confident. You gotta believe that she likes you.
That's with everything, like business partnerships. That's with relationships. That's with friendships as well. Is when you think positively and you have a good outlook, and also when you focus on yourself and not everyone around you. That's when you shine. That's when you become this extroverted, outspoken. When you ask yourself like, how can I be Eddie Murphy?
You just stop. Basically, I feel like to be a more social person, you just have to stop giving a shit. That's what I've been doing. I just don't give a shit anymore because I used to be very introverted, but now I just say whatever the fuck I want to. I don't give a fuck what other people think. And
you say F-bomb a lot.
I don't care.
What if my grandma watches this?
Well, I mean, fuck, man.
I haven't cussed that much.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a good boy.
I'm a grown adult physically, maybe not mentally. So
technically, legally.
Yeah, technically. So I mean, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. I don't care.
All right. We got an hour in.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We actually have.
We're good at bullshitting for an hour.
We have an hour and 6 minutes of bullshit.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm pretty proud. Before we go, I want us to talk about publicly about where this where this podcast is going to be out. Are we gonna do a SoundCloud? Are we gonna do are we gonna do like a YouTube, SoundCloud, and
maybe we'll do fucking everything, man.
We'll do everything.
We can do everything.
We'll try to do everything.
It's gonna be pre-recorded for a while.
For a very long time.
We'll eventually make it live probably, and we might even show our faces. We might even just talk on camera, kind of like Joe Rogan does his podcast. Really, we're not copying off of Joe Rogan or whatever.
Or like Steven Crowder, or like Gavin McInnes, or any radio show.
We're not copying off anybody. I'm just saying we're gonna be following probably the same formula as Joe Rogan's podcast, where we just talk about anything.
We are new though.
Yeah, we're new. We're different. All right, we're a different flavor.
We are the next.
We are the new hotness.
We are the new black.
Yeah, that's the whitest thing you've ever said.
Okay.
We are the new black.
That's right. Black power, and by black power I mean my power. All right. This has been. What is this? Is this Against the Dogma? Is this what we are?
Yeah, that's our name. We didn't even say the name of the fucking podcast.
This is Against the Dogma. Yeah. Thank you for watching. We're gonna have some outro music here. We're gonna have some intro music, and then we're gonna have like we're gonna have an intermission, make it all corny and stuff.
We're not gonna be on Twitter, so if you want to make a fake Twitter account and put out a bunch of bullshit, I mean, go ahead. All right.
Well, we're gonna make a Twitter now.
Yeah, we got to, so nobody makes a fake one and starts saying a bunch of shit, and everyone thinks we're nuts. They just start putting up gay porn onto a fake Twitter.
Oh, that's what Sargon did. No, see, now we're gonna get on another tirade, but. This has been Against the Dogma.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, though.
Who are you?
My name's Tate Bolenbaugh. My name's weird.
No, I'm not going last name because I don't want to be stalked. My name's
Tate Dolenball.
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 My name is Isaac.
Yeah. His name's Isaac. He's not gonna say his last name. I don't care. I mean, if you're a serial killer, if you want to come and try to, wear my face, I mean, come on. I'll wear your face. I'll beat you up. All right, buddy.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll wear your face instead.
I'll wear your face.
I love saying that. That's like my thing. Like when I talk about that's my thing. I just like to wear faces. That sounds so weird.
I like to.
What am I trying to say? It's like when I joke about serial killers, I always just talk about them wearing people's faces because I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre so much.
You do. You like weird. You like really weird movies.
I like horror movies, man. I'm into horror movies.
Speaking of horror movies, we're probably gonna talk to someone after this and then watch a horror movie, maybe, or watch any movie.
Yeah, I'll probably watch a movie.
I'm ending this because I have to take.
That's what we do because we're nudes. We're nerds.
I have to take a poop. We're leaving. Bye.
Bye, losers.